Hi and welcome to video number 2 of my hair transplant journey. I'm having FUE, it's not being rude, it's FUE, which is follicle something or other extraction. What they do is they take hairs from your donor area, which is the bit at the back and around the sides. They remove hairs and then stick them in the top, so your own hair is growing. They reckon I can have 4,000 hair follicles pulled out of the back and you wouldn't notice to look at it. Those 4,000 hairs, they're going to stick in the top there. That's what I need to get me looking better. They're going to stick some around the fronts here as well. So the first quote I got was Harley Street in London. Typical me, going to the poshest, most expensive place that I probably can't afford. I paid £100 for a consultation. Every other one I've had has been free of charge, but I paid £100 for this consultation and they quoted me £15,000 to get my hair done. No thank you. Then I tried some northern cities, Manchester, Leeds, coming in at about £6,000, maybe slightly less, which seemed more reasonable. Still a lot of money, but it's a big thing that in your life that you're getting done. And then I thought, all my mates around the pub were saying, no, you can't do that. No, don't do it. I thought I'd look at Istanbul, Turkey. And my mates were saying, no, you'll go out there for a hair transplant, come back with a liver missing. I do not think it's that bad anymore in Turkey. And to be fair, the reviews online are good. And some of the hotels out there, well, they're private hospitals and clinics, but they often have hotels attached to them where you stay. They look really nice and look very professional. Comes in at around about £2,000 to have a hair transplant in Istanbul, Turkey. Obviously far cheaper. You do have to pay for your own flights, which I looked up was about £800 there and back. So all in all, after airport parking and all the rest of it and all that, it's probably about half the price of what it would cost you in somewhere like Manchester or Leeds or somewhere like that. But you have to be in Turkey for 3 days at least, and depending on the flight times, for me, I would have had to been out there for 4 days. And I don't speak Turkish, and I'm not sure how the legal system works out there, and you're a long way from home, and what if a week later you want to go and see the consultant afterwards? And so for me, I just thought, actually, I'm going to do it in the UK, partly for reassurance and peace of mind, because I know that I've actually found the right people for me to do the treatment, and that's important. I met people at this clinic face to face, had a chat with them. There's no language barrier there. It just felt right, and I think that's important as well, to get the right people to do it for you. And there's no language barrier. We have accident, A&E, emergency, NHS in case anything goes wrong. The insurances here are simpler, and the legal system is I understand it. So for peace of mind and also for convenience, I've picked the UK. That's the other thing. I'm going to get in my car, drive up to Dewsbury, just outside of Leeds, get it done, and then drive back home again. So I'm not in Turkey for 4 days. I've got a family and I'm busy at work, so it just suits me much better. So there are the 3 quotes: 15k in London, about 6 or 7k around Manchester, Leeds, and about 2k in Turkey. But you have to pay for your own flights. The thing I would say is don't be scared to not haggle, but you can ask for some wiggle room on your budget. I did that, and I've managed to achieve some money off, because they will, if you're flexible, they can put you on standby, and if they have a cancellation or someone has to rearrange their appointment, they're already set up and ready to go, so they can get you in pretty quick. And if you're willing to be flexible and be on standby for cancellation, you might save yourself £500 or a little bit more. So it's always worth asking about that. So there you go. I'm having it done in Dewsbury, just quite near Leeds. It's the hair doctor is who I'm going to see. And they just struck me as relaxed, professional, decent people. I know it sounds really weird saying that, but I just think if you trust someone and you've got a relationship, that you believe in with them. I've met them once actually, and spoken to them on the phone, but that's enough just to know that they're the right people. It's in the UK, and it's just I think the right one for me, and that's important. Make sure you find the right one, as well as that fits with your budget. So I'm being asked loads of weird and crazy questions since I uploaded my first video, like how long does it last? Does it hurt? What can you eat? What can you drink when you have it done? Are you awake? Are you asleep when the procedure's taking place? Loads of questions which I will answer on my next short video. Thanks.